Today we're gonna watch two cases of Judge Judy. The first is about a problem with parking tickets. The second is about destroying a car. So in this process, in the first process, the plaintiff, this girl, sued her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend for parking tickets, and also because they took her car after being towed.
All parties in the matter, McCroskey versus Youngclaws. Step forward, please.
20-year-old Brooke McCroskey is suing her ex-boyfriend, Kevin Youngclaws, for parking tickets and for causing her car to be towed.
Do you have a car in your name?
Yes.
Do you have a valid driver's license?
No, I don't. I have a permit.
Did you ever have a driver's license in your name?
No, I've never had a license.
Wait, how can you have a car if you don't have a drive license? How can you buy a car if you don't have a drive license? Why? What do you do with the car? I mean, you're like Cardi B?
Here's my biggest question. You can't drive.
No.
So what's the point of having the cars?
To take pictures, baby.
How long have you had a permit?
About 6 months, I believe.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm sorry. Oh, I was just thinking. I'm sorry.
How old are you?
20.
Who bought you a car?
My parents did when I was like 18. They assumed I'd have a license by now.
You are 20 years old, you had a permit for about 6 months, and you are not even sure about that.
6 months, I believe.
But you got a car when you were 18 years old. What your parents were thinking at the time? I mean, you know, honey, our daughter is almost 18, we should buy her a car. And we don't care if she doesn't have a drive license. No way.
Who are you?
I'm her mother.
Why would you buy somebody a car that didn't have a driver's license?
Because
Exactly.
we got it for her as her 18th birthday /
Oh,
graduation.
there's something wrong with you. How do you get a car for somebody that doesn't have a driver's license?
Because she was in the process of getting one.
She was in the process to getting one, and she's still in the process to getting one. I mean, 2 years, she has almost the drive license.
Found it,
Still
we just happened to come across a little car that would have been perfect.
Okay.
That's all.
That's all. All right.
When she didn't get her driver's license, what did you give her possession of the car for?
I didn't give her possession of the car.
How did she get it? How did she get possession of the car? She had
This
no
is
driver's
the deal.
license.
I was teaching her how to drive. Her boyfriend at the time said that he would help get her the hours behind the steering wheel because I didn't have the time.
Just a second. So the answer to your question is your daughter didn't have a driver's license. You bought her a car. You put the car in her name.
Yes,
Just
but there's another reason behind that reason that has nothing to do with this case.
All right.
You
Okay.
put the car in her name despite the fact she didn't have a driver's license, and you let her boyfriend use the car to teach her how to drive.
Yes.
Now you can sit down.
I also didn't
Now
live
you
with
can
her.
sit. What?
I also didn't live with her at the time anymore.
And you moved in with him?
No, I had my own place.
So you don't live with
How
your
do you
boyfriend?
get to and from places?
Bus.
So
Bus?
where did you put the car?
I parked it out.
That's normal. If you park your car over there, bus parking spot, bus places, and you know that you can't move your car because you don't have a drive license.
No, I don't.
So why park there, first of all? And secondly, why blame your boyfriend? He doesn't live with you. So you're a grown-up girl that should take her fucking full responsibility. You're 20 years old.
By my apartment.
Well, then you have to listen to me. Let me tell you what the case is about. This case is about the boyfriend who you say parked the car. It wasn't a place where you should have parked the car. You were with him.
Our story is
The car was
very
supposed to be
creepy.
moved in the
Creepy,
morning.
creepy.
It wasn't moved in the morning because you couldn't move it because you didn't have a license.
Yes.
Yes.
So it got towed.
Yes.
And you want him to pay the fees. And you want him to pay everything else that was attached to that.
Yes.
Tell your mother to pay it.
She's crying?
The case is dismissed. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. She has absolutely no business to give you, who doesn't look responsible
That's
enough
true.
to take care of a goldfish,
She
a
caught a
car
goldfish.
that can be used to kill somebody. Put your hand down. You don't buy a car for a teenager who's 18 years old. You're 20 years old now. 2 years, and you still don't have a driver's license.
The funny thing is that the ex-boyfriend never talked. He tried, but I never talked. It's like Veni Vidi Vici. I come, I saw, I conquer.
And your mother didn't take the car back
She
from
hasn't
you.
had the car in her possession for 2 years because I was going through a divorce and her stepfather had the car until a week before.
And then, just a second. And then you gave it to her? Just a second. Then you gave it to her? Despite the fact that 2 years went by, she didn't get a driver's license?
I had been teaching her.
Great. Perfect. You pay the ticket. That's all. Out.
Are you kidding me?
Parties are excused. You may
You're
step
kidding
out.
me?
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
I think it's funny because that was the point that I made the whole entire time.
I don't know. There's nothing else. I paid his legal fees and he doesn't have to pay me now.
I'm not responsible for her car.
It wasn't just the car. I'd also paid his legal fees and he just walked away with everything.
I wasn't even her boyfriend.
Oh, it wasn't even her boyfriend.
Stole my money. He broke in my apartment. He threatened to kill me.
She threw a fit in downtown LA. I relinquished the keys to her.
He threw the keys at me and told me to go myself.
She tried to come at me with, you got tickets and all this stuff.
I'm not going to be nice to people anymore.
She doesn't have a job and she wants to find an scapegoat, and apparently I'm that person.
He ruined me.
Don't mess with weirdos.
He
No
killed
way.
the nice broad.
One thing we learned today.
Don't mess with weirdos.
Don't mess with weirdos. In this case, the man that he sues his niece for destroying his car was drunk at the time. But the funny thing is that the granddaughter wasn't driving, but her mother, who was also drunk.
All parties in the matter of Moya versus Williams. Step forward.
John Meyer is suing his niece, Tammy Williams, for the cost to replace his truck. John says Tammy got drunk and loaned the vehicle to her mother, who was also drunk. Tammy's mom proceeded to roll the truck and total it.
Mr. Meyer, Miss Williams is your niece?
Yes, ma'am.
She is the daughter of your sister.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is your sister here?
Yes, she is.
That would be you.
Yes, ma'am.
Your lawsuit is marginally confusing to me, sir.
Absolutely, I agree.
Well, if you agree, then why didn't you fix it before you filed it?
Yes,
Judge
it's
Judy
true.
continues
He looks
in a
drunk.
John Meyer is suing his niece, Tammy Williams, for the cost to replace his truck. John says Tammy got drunk and loaned the vehicle to her mother, who was also drunk. Tammy's mom proceeded to roll the truck and total it.
Now, why didn't you fix it before you filed it?
I'm not really good with memory and stuff, but
This has nothing to do with memory.
okay.
This
well,
has to do with common sense.
I'm
Yes.
going for the person that took responsibility for my vehicle under the three things that I had told her, and she went against every one of them.
Now that my entire 10 million viewing audience is confused,
Yes, me
I will
too.
try to make it clear to them. You loaned Miss Williams your truck.
Yes, ma'am.
She was going to use your truck for whatever reason. She was going to use it for a period of time. And Miss Williams went out drinking with her mother. Miss Williams got loaded.
Yeah.
So did her mother, your sister. Miss Williams didn't drive home in the truck. Your sister has the keys, and she drives home in your truck. What happens to your truck?
It gets rolled.
Wait. So your sister was drunk. She took the car. She wrecked the car. You have all the evidence leading to your sister, but you still want to sue your niece. What's the problem?
It got rolled
Yes, ma'am.
and destroyed
Yes, ma'am.
while being driven by your drunk sister.
The three things.
You have to say yes or no.
These are the facts.
Yes,
while
ma'am.
being driven by your drunk
Yeah.
sister, who got a DUI, right?
Yeah.
And you're not suing your sister, who took the keys and drove
That's
drunk
strange.
and totaled your car. You're suing your niece, who got drunk and wouldn't drive the car. Do you understand my confusion?
I understand.
Yeah, I'm
Even
confused
Bird is
too.
confused.
Sorry, Bird. The bottom line is when the truck was loaned to Tammy, I loaned it to her under three rules, three little things. Do not drive my truck drunk. Do not drive my truck to a bar, and no one else drives my truck.
These are stupid rules for me. I mean, every rational person knows that they shouldn't get behind the wheel if they're drunk. And now you control where I'm supposed to go. Not even when we rent a car do they tell us not to go to bars. So if I want to go to a Disney restaurant, a Disney bar, I go there. If I want to go to a nightclub, I go there. And the last one is bullshit. I mean, who took the car? Your sister, which is part of the family.
Okay, so I'm just, I'm a bit confused too. If she's my niece and, I expected her to follow these three simple things, and she's telling me I'll take full responsibility for anything that happens to your truck, okay? She put it on her shoulders, and there was a second time she said it to me after the accident. Once before and second time after.
Sue your sister.
Well...
Sue your sister.
What's the problem?
Sister drove drunk? How old are you?
35.
How old's your mother?
56, I think.
20 years older.
I'm 52.
No.
52. I suggest both of you stop drinking.
I already have.
Your case is dismissed.
Probably.
That's all. Go see your sister.
Ones are excused and they step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy,
Shouldn't have handed me the keys at the bar and said, "Here, Mom, don't let me drive," before we ever entered the bar.
I wasn't driving, and I am not responsible for what happened to the truck.
She should have took responsibility when she took the truck from my brother.
You should take your fucking full responsibility. I mean, you're 52 years old, a grown-up woman that took the pickup drunk and had an accident. So you should pay. Don't blame your daughter.
He said that it was not drinking and driving, not taking the truck to the bar, not letting anybody drive it.
Is these rules I laid down for loaning this pickup, the lies that just came out of that young lady's mouth.
I went to the bar one time, the night that my mom rolled the truck.
I got a call from her, upset. I know what I did wrong and I'm responsible for it.
I drank too much and passed out, and I don't know what happened after that until the truck was rolled.
You know, hey, show me you can be responsible.
He told me that I wasn't responsible numerous times, and then he said that my mom was going to have to pay for it.
As far as her, and I don't care the rest of them.
There is no family relation, so it doesn't matter.
I'm done with them. I'm washing my hands.
What kind of answer is I'm washing my hands? She destroyed your car. That's all for today. Let me know in the comment if you want more cases of Judge Judy. Anyway, thanks for watching, because if not, I'll be at home with you. See you with another reaction video. I'm Moya, I'm out of here. Peace.